Hey, what's up YouTube and all of my lowrider homies? Today I'm going over a common sense kind of question that I get a lot is how much are you supposed to fill your tanks up and with what? So, how much should you fill it up? Fill that fucker to the rim. And here's why I say that. For anyone who has ever had a leak or anything like that, you got air in your lines most likely. I always fill mine to the rim for the most part, or just a hair below it so I'm not leaking stuff everywhere. So basically, especially if it's a new pump, if it's a brand new pump, or if you blew a hose or anything like that, you got a ton of air in your lines. So fill that fucker all the way up. And then, that way when you hit the switch, it will clear the void, and that way you have fluid all the way through. Now, alright, once again, someone just asked me yesterday, how much do I need to fill it in? This is the first time I'm using it. Alright, well, I told him, fill it all the way up. He said, well, everybody else is telling me this. You know, I'm supposed to fill it an inch above the pump head. Well, yeah, technically that's right too, but here's the thing. As soon as you hit that switch, you're going to lose a lot of that volume. It's going to go down. So when I fill mine up, I loosen the fill plug, fill it up to the rim, hit the switch, drop the switch, hit the switch, drop the switch, and then it's going to go down to where it should be. And once again, I still fill it up because there's still air in those lines, and who knows, there might be a leak that I don't know about. So hopefully it'll show its face, and I got enough fluid in the tank to where all I got to do is go and tighten something down, and there we be. So next we're going to talk about what you put in there. So before I say anything else, I would strongly suggest going to, I got this one from O'Reilly Auto Parts. This right here, it goes into your jug, and it's very simple. It's got this little thing here, and all you do is pump it. The reason I'm telling you this is because for 10 bucks, or basically that's how much it was, 10 plus some tax, to get this right here, you don't spill anything. I don't know about you guys, but using a funnel and a can of hydraulic fluid, I spilled it almost every time trying to get it as close to the top as possible without spilling it. Well, this makes it damn near impossible to spill it. Just go and get you one of these, the little white thing that it goes down in there. You can actually get this and it fits different size jugs. I mean, it's great. Comes in a little package. Just get it and don't look back. I'm telling you, this is one of the best inventions I've found for hydraulic fluid. Anyway, alright, so what do you use? Well, I like to use AW32. Doesn't make a bit of difference really if you use this kind or some other kind, or you go with non-detergent. Doesn't really matter what you're going with. However, transmission fluid. Transmission fluid is if you want fast lift, and because it's thinner, it moves faster, but there is a downside. It will eat up your seals. Well, I know a lot of people in Cali like to run with transmission fluid, and I like to get paid for fixing people's stuff that they come in and all their seals are blown. So, and I normally charge to replace all the transmission fluid as well, and replace it with something that's not going to do that. So it's absolutely fine if that's what you want to use. If you know how to work on it and you want to change out seals all the time, go ahead, use whatever you want. Now, as far as things not to use, obviously, brake fluid. That should be a given, but I guess sometimes you still have to say even something that is given. So, transmission fluid, brake fluid, not a good idea. Non-detergent, motor oil, or AW32, anything that really says hydraulic fluid will work, but I suggest this only because I've had luck with it, never had any problems with it. Non-detergent, I've used it, never had any problems with it either. Now guys, I know I shouldn't have to tell you this, but unfortunately I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. See this dude right here? On almost every tank, that's what's called a fill plug. If you didn't know, that's where you put your fluid in at. I know, it's nuts that some people don't know, but that's it right there. On a piston pump, it's further forward. And I'm not getting into why, but that's where it is. So for you, those of you that didn't know, that's your fill plug. That's where it's located at. That's where you put fluid at. Don't put it anywhere else. It don't belong there. Another thing to note, do not fill anything up while the car is up. If the car is up at all, you fill it up, you put your plug back on, and then all of a sudden you decide to drop the car. You're going to notice that your backing plate and possibly multiple other things are going to probably either explode, expand, or just off the wall break. So you absolutely have to have the vehicle all the way down before you fill up with fluid. Let me say that again. Do not put fluid while the vehicle is up. You will have big problems when it drops. Last but not least, if you like this video, like, comment, and share the video. If you don't, move the fuck on. Otherwise, stay tuned for the next videos.